Don, this is Dan McDonald, the Life Regenerator. I got your email regarding your issues with weight and whatnot and food addiction. It's very common. We're programmed from the very beginning. I'd like to set up a time to give you a call. I'd also like to make a video about it. I think it'll help a lot of people. We can get into some stuff, talk about your stuff. We can leave your name out of it, or we can include your name, depending on what you like. You can either text me or call me and leave me a voicemail, and we can talk about the situation you're in and potentially, hopefully, help you and many others by creating a video about this issue, which is becoming much more common. Until then, I know that you've already been thinking about it, but you need to eat fruits and vegetables before you think about eating anything else. So you don't have to worry about quitting all your junk food yet. But what you do need to do is eat healthy food before you eat the junk food and start to begin the process to train and reprogram your brain. So you don't have to say, I don't get the chocolate chip cookies, because if you do that, then you're going to create an inflationary value towards the chocolate chip cookies. What you want to do, though, is before you eat the chocolate chip cookies, is eat as many apples as you can, etc. Drink a juice, make a smoothie. And then if that doesn't satisfy you, then you can have your other stuff. But systematically, you're going to want to retrain your consciousness. Hey.
That's a surprise.
You had to go over the phone?
I didn't hear it ring. I was like, I'm hearing voices.
This is Dan the Man. I just left you a little bit of a voicemail.
I hear that.
Yeah, actually, what I'm doing is making a video right now, Don.
Oh, wow.
Is that okay?
That is okay.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm glad I got a hold of you. I don't have time to answer as many calls as I used to, but yours seems a little bit more emergency.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you.
No problem. So, can we discuss candidly what's going on, Don?
100%.
Okay, so you are 5'75" is your weight?
Yes.
And you're 6'2".
Correct.
And so that means that you are classified as morbidly obese.
That is very correct.
How is the function of your heart?
I have high blood pressure, but low cholesterol. And I've gone through the EKGs and everything looks fine.
Okay, how did you find the videos, Don?
Pardon me?
How did you find the videos?
I've been watching you off and on for maybe 6 months or so.
Okay, cool. Have you made any changes or made any choices, fruits, vegetable style?
At times, yes, but then I fall right off track.
Okay.
You know, I went, I cleaned out the house, gave up everything, and went raw for like 3 weeks.
Yeah, good. How was that?
And then just lost it.
Yeah, that's okay.
It happened one day, and everything changed. And it's just been hard to get back onto it.
Was there some stress, or did some kind of stuff come up, or what?
It's stress and depression. I'm just, not happy with your life, and I've used food as an addiction.
Yeah.
It's my drug of choice.
Were you overweight most of your life?
All my life.
Okay. So
not quite like this, of course.
How old are you, Don?
I'm 45.
Oh, okay. So do you want to get your life back?
I don't want to get my life back. I want to get my life.
Yeah, you never really even had a life.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay, well, I'm glad I called. I mean, I can't do anything for you except encourage you, give you some tips, send you a lot of love, And I'm sure my
Yeah.
friends on YouTube are going to send you a lot of love too. But see, the process of creating health for yourself is your life, and it can be an exciting adventure, challenging for sure in your situation, bro, for real, but doable. You're aware of Raw Food for My Life, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you've seen it can be done.
Oh, yeah.
It's nice how Bill is thriving now.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
And I talked to my doctors. Of course, they don't, agree with it, and have suggested bypass surgery. But I looked at that, and I, actually even considered it and realized that that's not for me, because it's not, bypassing my stomach's not the cure.
no, man.
It's an emotional eater.
Yeah.
So I have to tackle it, of course, from the nutritional side, but also from the spiritual side.
Have you been looked at as different in your life?
Pardon me?
Have people looked at you as different?
Oh, yeah.
And they haven't been able to accept you?
No.
Well, I'll tell you what, Don, I already can just tell by talking to you, I accept you, if that helps at all. I mean,
I appreciate that. Thank you.
well, yeah, I mean, I'll do anything I can to help out. But, the world judges us, and, I mean, believe me, man, I did a lot of drugs, I used food. I'm just coming out of a lifetime of food addiction because it's just not worth it. I want to be as alive as I can be,
Yeah.
And also, I want to follow the divine laws. You know what I mean? You sound like a spiritual person.
I like to think I am, and at times I am, and at times I lose it, and, like we all do.
Yeah.
I just want to be a better person.
Okay,
and
cool.
Be a better example of myself and for other people.
So when's the last time you ate some raw food?
Today.
Okay, cool. So it's like, it sounds like some stuff slowly going on, happening, right?
Yeah, I think I think the mistake I did before, I started getting into, like, I really needed to create all these difficult things to eat, complicated recipes or whatever, and I've just, decided recently that I can't do that. I don't have the time. I'm not saying I need quick and simple, like as in a fix, but it's like I need to be able just to go, start my day with, green juice, have the salad, and not have to get into complicated raw cooking.
Yeah, well, you're in the right place, because fruits and vegetables, the high water, the juices, the smoothies, the salads, and the whole fruits is where it's at. In your case, you ain't even going to need any nuts for like 3 years, man, for real.
Mm-hmm.
If you hit it hard, though, which of course I would encourage you to do, I would like to think that if I was in your position, although I never have been, I would like to think that I would take what I do in my personality and I just hit it hard. And I run full-fledged, and when I hit the wall, I get back up, I dust myself off, and I go full bore again. And each mistake is actually a stepping stone. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So you're very astute. Let me ask you then, what seems to be the block to your having a little bit more success? Because are you having some success?
Oh, yeah. I've had, I've had great successes.
Okay.
Part of the problem was that I moved from the West Coast to the East Coast to deal with a parent who has dementia. And, giving up my life and my whole support system, and then coming here to Virginia and realizing that I feel like I've stepped back in time.
Huh.
And just recently had to put my mom into an assisted living situation because I couldn't deal with it. And, she just needed more care than I could provide. And feeling the guilt from that,
So yeah, it's like it's almost like a stagnant energy, and you're like.
It's. I have these great bursts of, prophecy or enlightenment comes, and then, it slowly fades. And part of the fading is my not reacting and following through with what I need to do.
Yeah, that's a habitual pattern. You may want to look into that. I myself have dealt with that quite a bit. I just, like I said, I get up, I get back on it, and I just try to be aware of my own decision-making process. And then the next time that it comes up, I try to pre-plan decision-making possibilities. Like, oh, what happens when you drive by that fast food place? Next time, just drive around the next block or whatever you can to avoid making that choice, or just avoid the raw food cashew restaurant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where everything is made.
What helped for me with that in this past week? Well, first of all, I got to tell you, I'm a mental health therapist by profession, and I work in analytical behavior sciences, so helping emotionally disturbed children with their behaviors.
Oh.
I can't even deal with my own, so it's like, okay, people can take me serious if I can't deal with my own stuff.
Well,
but one of my success things basically the past 2 weeks, I just took little pieces of paper, put a green box on it, colored it in green, and have them all over the place. And it's just a reminder not to eat. Or not to eat, but not to eat like fast food or to have a soda or something. So, it's like a little guide. Because sometimes, honestly, it's like you're just driving and like, I want a Starbucks. And I really don't want one.
You're just a habit. So yeah, you're going to start creating better habits with the raw foods.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. It sounds like you're already on your way. What's the biggest issue right now in releasing?
It's my follow-through, to be honest. And it's when I do fail, instead of, noticing it, as I'm failing or even right afterwards, and being able to accept the fact that I failed and then move on, right then, instead of taking it another week.
Okay,
it's Friday today, so I might as well just, I messed up today. So might as well just continue messing up and enjoying, the food that I like until Sunday. And starting Sunday fresh and, again, instead of saying no, you have to stop right now and start again.
I do that, like, I learned how, I do it the next day. I just say, okay, I totally screwed up. I just ate about a pound of cashews at this raw food restaurant. I should have ordered the salad. Tomorrow, I'm just going to start, I make a plan. Tomorrow, I'm going to start off with a lemon ginger blast, and then I'm going to have a salad for dinner with tomato and orange juice. I make like a plan, you know what I mean? And that way, I've got a nice structure to work from. And if I have a little fruit snack or an extra juice here and there, at least I got like a structured idea. But I always start over the next day. I never let it drag on, because I know how that can go. It's funny, if you eat like cooked food once, then you're likely to eat it again. But if you eat raw food, you're more likely to eat that again. So you got to build these structured ideas of...
Yeah, and the funny thing is, everything that I've tried, with like the raw foods, I have thoroughly loved. Even some, the juice concoctions that I've just, made up on myself, I've not made a bad one.
Yeah, so what...
Well, okay, broccoli juice. Putting broccoli in juice was a little nasty.
Well, that's still... You got to do apple with broccoli. But what, Don, is the biggest obstruction right now to you releasing this weight? And do you have physical movement?
I have back problems and joint problems. So it's difficult. And, but I just joined Hawaii, actually today. And so I thought, with swimming and stuff, it'd be, easier on my joints. And I purchased a rebounder today.
Heavy duty one, of course.
Yeah. Heavy duty, quite expensive.
Yeah. Okay, well that's cool.
But that's okay.
Yeah, no problem. You'll be down and no problem. But how long have you known about raw foods?
Honestly, for a couple of years I've known about it.
fruits and vegetables, green
But
juices,
accepting
smoothies.
that, I don't know if that's been the block
What?
or the fact. I mean, I like food. I'm not gonna, deny it.
It's probably been one of your only constant companions. It's never let you
Yeah.
down. Yeah, and the realization of that is very helpful. I had to realize that myself. Food was the only thing, even when there was no drugs there, there was always food. And that's why it's the hardest drug
It's been
to
my
let
most
go.
successful relationship.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
And that's sad.
yeah, but at least you're really intelligent. I mean, it's not like you're sleepwalking. It's just, you had you've built up some karma, and now you got to undo it. And I think you can do it. You sound intelligent enough to do this. Do you have? What's your?
I know I am, and I know it's not just a food thing.
Yeah.
I know that's part of my addiction.
What's your
But-
food plan?
What's my food plan?
Yeah, how are you going to release this weight through the medium of what foods you're going to consume?
I don't know. I'm starting my days with the Ginger Blast.
Epic. Good choice.
Keeping it more on the vegetable side than the fruit side of things.
Okay. Which you may not really want to, do you have diabetes?
Yes, I do.
Okay, well, the fructose, the diabetes is all the starches, man. You may want to, have a fair amount of the fruit sugars because that's going to keep you from tripping.
Okay.
How much lemon ginger blast do you drink in the morning?
I drink I make up, one pitcher, one of the Breville pitchers,
Yeah.
and I drink the whole pitcher.
Okay, so that lasts about an hour, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, see, if I drank that alone, I'd be hungry in an hour myself, and I'm a toothpick, dude. So you need to drink, like, I don't know what your affordability is, but when it comes to health, I put it out there, but you need to drink like 2 mason jars full of juice. And that is going to, because you're hungry an hour later, I know it.
Oh, yeah.
See, but if you drink 2 jars of juice, that might even hold a big boy like you for 2 or 3 hours. Okay? It'll flush, cleanse, heal, and energize. And then you can drink like orange juice. Oranges are in season. Like a jar of orange juice is pretty good. Diluted with water even. To help to start to dissolve the junk. Because at 575, you got a lot of junk to get rid of. Have you ever had a colonic?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you're doing everything you need to do. There's just some more of the mental stuff.
Oh, yeah. It's all in my head.
Well, unfortunately, that's where it all is. But so there's so much hope for you. Why don't you just commit to the raw foods and then just ride out the ride, man, which is at times very unpleasant. I mean, do you get into unpleasant phases and then revert to junk food?
I think when I revert back to the bad foods, it's just automatic. It's just like I'm bored with it. Or,
Yeah.
I'm not even hungry. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Honestly, I can't even tell you the last time I've been hungry.
It's a drug high. It'll be a
Oh,
while
yeah,
before.
in the 80s it was cocaine, now it's food.
Were you skinnier in the 80s?
Oh, yeah.
Of course. Well, don't go back to that.
Great, man.
Don't go back to that, dude. Now you want to get like high on green juice and salads and like get high on walking and sunlight and learn how to breathe again and get your heart cleared out. Like make health your new hobby, Don, because in 3 years you can be down to a normal weight. That's the best case scenario. Okay? If you go the slow and steady route, you're looking at 5 years, but then you have the rest of your life, a good another 20, 30 years left to play. At this rate, though, it's not looking good. You know what I mean?
No.
So,
There's so many things I want to do.
Then you gotta get the weight down, bro. And so you gotta slam the green juices, you got to drink a higher volume of green juices than the average person. I drink about 2 32-ounce jars of juice for a meal, and that runs me for about 3 or 4 hours. A dude like you, you're going to need those 2 jars of juice or 3. And you at this phase of the game you're in, you want to, you know, eat a lot of really good food, and you want to try to get out and get breathing. Somehow get some movement. The rebounding is an excellent idea, but walking out in the sunshine and the fresh air to get your ideas flowing, to get your mental clarity, even if it's just a little bit at a time, working yourself up. The energy will come from the raw foods.
Yeah, I think that's the other thing of it, is just lack of energy.
Yeah, well, I mean,
when I moved here, it was like all of a sudden I got in this cycle where every day a nap. You know, and I'm not really talking a nap, I'm talking like a 2-hour crash period.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like you may want to get into a more conducive environment, somewhere that makes you happier.
Yeah, definitely.
That's on the plan?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So really, Don, then what can I help you with in this last couple minutes?
I guess just support. I'm asking for support.
I thought that's what it was, and I wanted to let you know you have it. Do you have a YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Okay, well, can we announce that to my friends? Because they will come out in droves to support you. But if they come out to love and support you, then I am going to expect, you know, from you for you to do your best to honor their support and their time. Is that okay?
Yeah, I think that's helpful. I think I need, you know, the validation, but I also need
accountability.
Accountability. Thank you. I couldn't think of the word.
You know, I got to be honest with you, Don, and I don't think I've ever mentioned this to the people on YouTube, and that's why I say that I owe you guys my life, because you guys literally saved me. Because the day I made a YouTube video is the day my life changed, because I had support and I had accountability. And every day I think of the thousands of people that watch me on YouTube and I say, I cannot make that choice. There are choices that before I made YouTube videos, before I had accountability, I could make. And now I cannot make those choices and let all these people down, you know, so they keep me on point. And they have risen me up to a very high level of health and an even higher level of a desire to create health for them through my own experience. So let's get your YouTube channel out there, you guys. Go over, say hello to Don. And Don, if you think it's... I told Raw Food for My Life Bill, I said, Bill, make videos. Just do it. Don't wait till you've lost 100 pounds or something. Just do it now. Be real. Get the help, love, and support you need through humility. Be humble and say, look guys, I need help. I'm scared if I don't stop and change my ways. And you will build support systems, a support network. We all need each other, you know. This is a hard game. We are programmed to the hilt. Everybody's strung out on something. Humans are addicted to experiencing experience, whether it's food, sex, drugs, TV. Meditation can be addictive, okay? So,
yeah.
What is your YouTube channel, Don?
D.D. Admire.
Can you spell that?
D is in David. D is in David. Admire is an A, is an apple. D is in David. M-I-R-E.
Okay. Even I didn't get that. So, D, I need to write that down myself.
I'll send it to you.
Oh, okay, you send it to me. I want to write it down anyways right now. I'm going to... Say it again. D?
D is in David.
Yes?
D is in David.
D. Okay.
A is in apple.
A is an apple.
D is in David.
D is in David.
M-I-R-E.
Oh, okay. Because your last name is that. Okay, cool. So you're not paranoid about hiding your name or anything.
No. Not
okay, cool. D.D. Admire. So that's easy. Right. Cool, yeah. Well, I appreciate that. I know they're going to come over to say hi to you, leave a comment on your channel. And I've worked with people that are in your situation before, and they're at least a couple of them are over 200 pounds down. It's possible you can do this, and we're here to support you. That's what Life Regenerators is for, is about regenerating lives. And of course, it's not always about the food. So we need to reach out, like I'm reaching out. I'm getting help from different people in different realms and getting counseling and body work. And I had to get humbled and just say, you can't do it all, Dan. I was a survivor, and I was going to do it all myself. You know, I was going to figure it all out and do it on my own. Well, I got humbled. I realized that I need good people in my life with their skills to balance me out. So, is there anything else, Don?
I don't think so. I'm overwhelmed just by this.
Well, it's my pleasure, my honor. You know, I know the ones that I feel called to do instantly. My heart felt it. I'm glad we connected. I hope this helps some people. Get a hold of me through regenerateyourlife.org, like you did earlier. And if there's any emergency, do you have my number there?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, just if there's an emergency, just call me, leave a voicemail, and I'll get back to you, okay?
Great, I appreciate that.
Okay, so lots and lots of fresh, high-water fruits and vegetables. And I'm going to particularly tell you to go for the juices. Lots and lots of juices, and then try to get outside and move around. Go play. Go do,
I'm on it.
Go do fun stuff. Go do something fun. You know, go to the museum. Just get out. And keep on believing. And we're going to check in with you. And we'll see your videos, and then we'll do a follow-up, okay?
Okay.
So you are now accountable.
Crap.
You were going to go out and get a cheeseburger, weren't you? Not no more. Go make a salad, bro.
You got it.
Okay, thanks a lot, you guys. Thank you, Don. God bless you, man.
You too, Dan. Thank you.
Okay, stay in touch. Bye-bye.
Bye.
So thanks a lot, you guys, for going over there and just saying hi. You don't have to make a big fuss out of it. Just say hi, or just say anything you want to say in your own little way of saying it. Obviously, we've got people like this all around the world, but when they reach out, you know, he kind of said, I'm at the end of my rope. You know what I mean? When they're at the end of the rope, like I said, I try to focus on things like this, emergencies, where there's a little desperation in there, and yet a lot of intelligence and willingness. He's like, in the message, it was like, I already have a Vitamix, I already have a juicer. It was a very short message, but there was desperation and intelligence. A lot of people, you know, you have to ask them when you go to help grandma get rid of cancer, you have to look at grandma in the face and say, Grandma, do you want to live? I ask you, that's the first question I ask everyone. You know, do you want to live or do you want to get healthy? Because I don't have time to waste. So a lot of people, they're trying to fix their grandma, they're trying to fix their Uncle Harry, they're trying to fix their relative or whatever. And if you look at the relative in their face and say, do you want to live? They'll look at you like they don't have an answer. You should say yes. The people that say, yes, I really want to live, I'll do whatever it takes. Those are the people that you say, okay, cool, now let's sit down and make up a plan here. But for the people that, you know, they look at you like, they really don't want to live. That they know their time's up, for one, which, hey, everybody's time comes up sometime, and their spirit knows. And then the ego says, politically correct, well, of course I want to live. But they really don't. Because if they did, they'd give up the drugs, they'd give up the drink, they'd give up the stimulants, they'd give up all the things that are killing them to keep the body just mellow, man, like a nice 2 moderate-sized meals per day. I mean, everyone's got different situations, but there's overeating, and then there's utilization. You know, you don't utilize everything that you eat. That's why the calorie thing doesn't work, because some people utilize very well, and some people eat 5,000 calories. 5,000 calories. This guy's got great utilization, great absorption, great elimination. This guy has got coagulated mucus, pus clogging up his whole body and isn't absorbing anything. So there's detoxification. there's regeneration, there's cellular respiration. We've got to clean the base membrane, dissolve, 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 alkalize, detoxify, hydrate, regenerate. So we're hydrating, we're mineralizing, we're flushing, and we're opening up the channels for detoxification. So that's why the high water stuff is the best. Pure water, sunshine, oxygen, apples, oranges, grapes, watermelons, you know, arugula, dandelion, kale, romaine, cucumber, celery, carrots, beets, ginger, turmeric, and the list goes on and on. Simple stuff you find in your grocery store to heal your life. The prophet has spoken. You guys, I love you. I just simply do my best with the little bit of knowledge that I have about this life. And I really enjoy helping people like Don. And I know that if you guys go over there and, you know, we don't want to force him into this box of accountability and like anything like that, but we just send love because we know that we've had our own challenges and that develops compassion. You don't say, oh, well, he's worthless or whatever. No, you say, hey, man, I've never been that big before, but you've had your own issues, okay? So let's all live in a world of love and compassion, simplicity, humility if possible, even when you're as good as I am. Just kidding again. Okay? I'm out of here. You guys, you take care of each other, take care of yourselves, and it's really simple. Juices, smoothies, salads, and whole fruits, and go outside and play, and just love everyone. Just love, love, love is the answer. Peace. Love and peace. But peace is a quality. You already are that. Goodbye.